Hurrah! I doth finally hatheth the Guillotine 7-star. Deathless Guillotine 7-star. Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a brand new video. I don't know when I'm going to be able to put this out. There's so many things that happen in an MCOC week that, hey, look, we need to cover, talk about, stuff like that. So, let's get right into purchase. I'm going to go over basically, I wouldn't say a guide, but I would say kind of an overview of getting the champion. So recently, to kind of full context, I got myself, I had some time over the weekend, last weekend, and I thought, look, I need to get this done. Mainly because Kabam have got this, extra point that you can get from I think it's either the Gauntlet or it's going to be with the Winter of Woe Fight 4, I think. If not, it won't be. Like, I just don't know because I'm recording this on my lunch break on a Wednesday. So I don't know because the content hasn't dropped. But as you can see on screen, challenge part 1 done. And I'll talk over who I used for. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go over each segment of like who I use and also throw some footage over the top of stuff at the same time. I didn't really enjoy this, and I didn't really enjoy this because, well, I tell you what, the Citalis fight I really enjoyed. I like that boss fight. I like that one. I kind of like the Citalis one. I absolutely despise the Behemoth one. I can't say it right, but you know what I mean. So for the team I used for this was obviously a selection of guillotines. I decided that one thing that would be quite good for this entirety of the challenge would be to get my Guillotine 2099 up to rank 5. I also decided to add in an Ascended 5-star Guillotine 2099. This would be kind of a go-to champion for a lot of the challenges. And as well, maybe I was a bit of mistaken. Maybe I shouldn't have done this or not, but I decided to get Guillotine up as well to rank 4, and as well throw in a Purgatory. But here's the thing: I didn't actually enjoy this as much as I thought it would. I kind of think that the Deathless King Groot has been a little bit more fun, apart from Alliance War Showcase, which I think is good, by the way. It's just I feel there's a lot of things that could be improved with it, you know, energy, cost, timer, and stuff like that. So for the particular fight, when I was in, I went down the Cyclops fight route, or the Cyclops kind of like route. I need to get my notes up because I think I might have... Yeah, I went Cyclops route, yeah. For the Cyclops route, for this one, it's got, what has it got? It's got Power Technician, which kind of is basically saying, hey, just use Guillotine 2099. And that was kind of like the be-all and end-all for going down that particular path. So, yeah, that was what I kind of did. And, yeah, the Citalis fight, really enjoyable. I like that fight. I think that's good. You don't have to worry too much about the AI. It's, you know, your specials. I don't think you can be punished as much as some of the other fights, but that's the reason that's Act 8.1. Always the time, point 1s are always the most kind of like straightforward, and then it gets to your point 2s and your point 3s, where things get a little bit funky, so to speak. So that was that one. I'm just thinking if there's any... I mean, look, the same thing that I would advise anybody doing content like this: put on your boosts. If there's an opportunity for a global boost of some description, and go do it. Some people may opt to do this, some people may not. This has been out since, I think, December of last year. So am I like 4 months away, or like off from this? Of course I am, but it's trying to find the time, and that's been the biggest thing. I had to do this on Sunday and Monday, and that's tough because that's a lot of my creation time for videos and other stuff that I just haven't had time to. And that kind of like annoyed me a bit because I wanted to just kind of chill out and relax. But I didn't because I had to play this, and it wasn't exactly enjoyable for me, except for the Citalis fight. That was the only thing that I really kind of enjoyed. Right, next up, the Behemoth fight, and again looking for options for this one. I really don't enjoy that fight. Things weren't clicking. I'll go down and say this is down to just personal messing up. Where the Citalis fight was very straightforward, and I did well. The Behemoth fight was just I just wasn't playing well. And it really makes me miserable at times when it's kind of like I'm not kind of getting it. anyway, the path that I used, or path that I went down, was the Professor X path, which is the removing of the heal sponge. Very handy if you're looking to, I would say, watch out for your willpower. Now, I haven't changed my masteries yet. More on that in other videos. But yeah, you've honestly got to watch out. If you wanted to run it, you got to be so careful. I also say it would be careful Guillotine 2099 against Behemoth. Why? If you get your champion down to like 15% and you're healing, the enemy gets it. Now, I did have a fun enough rotation to put the SP2 for Guillotine and Guillotine 299. Therefore, we are then sending all of the regeneration back as heal reversal. So that's kind of like, that's cool because it did a bit of damage. I just didn't get my rotations in well enough with this. I don't like the fight. I think it's too long in any case, and I just got bored out of my friggin' mind with it. So yeah, take a bit of an L with that one, but look, it is what it is, and the fact is this is all done, and I'm very, very happy in general. Again, boosts on relics wise, experiment whether or not you want to use the vision relic in this one, down to personal preference on the matter. But yeah, the final one is Cerastis. Cerastis, by the way. That's a joke there. Cerastis. Okay, so Cerastis wasn't actually as bad. Again, enjoyable fight. Path-wise, I think I changed my mood on what I wanted to do path-wise on this. Hyperion path is what I planned to first of all do, the Hyperion path, and then I kind of wussed out of it and decided instead what I do is the Spider-Man path. So it's this one here, which is Grief of Malice, which is that repair times 25%. For each armor break debuff on the damaging debuff on Cerastis, repair slowed down by 5%. Additionally, the stun from 3 corrupted armor breaks is increased to 24 seconds. And additional damage for each broken, blah, 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 blah. I think this is the go-to path. As I said, I was thinking of doing Hyperion. I decided not. But look, it is what it is. For Cerastis, it's... Yeah, I just got to remember rotations. And that's the one thing, is when you go back to old content, is trying to remember these rotations, these bosses. And of course, there's great guides out there. But it's just a case of like just locking it down in the brain, because then you're thinking about the rotations of your own champion, but rotations against the other champion. For this one, it was a case of I got to do a pattern of throw a striker, knock down, push to an SP1, hit the block, and it was just, I don't know, like sometimes it was just like sinking in, other times it wasn't, and yeah, so it was, yeah. Sometimes it cost me, sometimes it didn't. I think it was just that Behemoth fight that kind of just ruined it. Like, I was feeling really decent after the Citalis fight, going, this is great, you know, I'm looking forward to like doing the other two, and then I kind of remembered why I didn't like that fight, the Behemoth fight, and then of course I kind of like dampened and stuff. And then we had a Light School showcase, and it was then like, oh, I can't take so much punishment in one day with this game, you know. I want to come away from it going like, do you know what, this game is brilliant, rather than coming away from going like, oh, I've got to do that again, or I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and it's going to be a bit laborious. However, though, it's the end result, and that's the main thing, isn't it? The end result that I worked hard for. I think that if you've worked hard for these pieces, then fair play to you. But I've got the one piece, not Monkey D. Luffy, but yes, I am Monkey D. Luffy, and I have found myself the One Piece. Anyway, right. For those that know it, for those that don't know, then yeah, give me a gum kettle punch thing, a falcon punch. That's not it. Okay, so this is the exciting part for me. I am actually excited about this because it means I can test the champion out. Although the thing that I was hoping about with this champion, yeah, I can't get. I need the awakened ability to kind of really test out the champion in incursions. I will still do it, but I have decided I will not be rank 2ing it yet. I'll probably see what's happening with Deathless King Groot when more information's dropped, but for now, not so much. Okay, But I am happy to click this button, which you can see right there. We're done. Exciting stuff. And I'm not changing my profile picture. It's there for my cousin, who passed away in 2021. It's always been there and always will be. But yeah, that's that. Well, I say that should be it. If I kind of go to set mystics and then 7 stars, and there it is. And breathe. I will need this champion for upcoming Winter of Woe fights in order to get extra objectives. Not saying I will do or won't do. Apparently, it just helps out. So these Deathless Champions, as much as I'm like, look, I can be chill on it, and I don't have to feel like I'm pressured and rushed to get them. Kabam are, and I didn't think Kabam would kind of push that particular narrative, although, and however, I think that's the case. If they're saying, hey, you might need one of these, not might need, but if you use this champion, you can get extras, extra points, then it becomes a necessity to get these champions and put in the effort to get them. So we'll have to see what happens, I think later on this week, or whenever Kabam will say what these champions are worth to the player base. And yeah, got the champion, happy about that. I've worked hard for it, and that's been the video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content located on screen. I'll see you all soon. Much love and goodbye for now.